Landing your first paid client is very exciting, but it could come with a lot of challenges. In today's video, I'll be telling you 7 things that you could be doing to set yourself and your client up for success. Hey, my name is Dylan Contreras, aka DC Productions, and if you are interested in photography, tutorials, vlogs, and business, then maybe consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this. To get things started, you should be asking for a deposit upon booking. This assures you and the client that the event will happen and that you will show up for that event at the set date and time agreed upon. Now, it depends on you and how you want to run your business, but for me, I do a 25% non-refundable deposit, and that's basically to ensure that if anything was to happen and they were to cancel last minute, then I don't feel like I lost completely out on getting potential earnings. And that also ensures them that I'm not gonna be double dipping and booking 2 clients at the same time. Number 2 will be contracts. You absolutely need contracts. Having contracts is an essential to your business and to protect yourself and the client. A lot of people don't like having contracts. It may be a little annoying to set up, but I promise you, you sit down for an hour or 2 hours and you get that done, you are set basically for life, honestly. By having a contract in place that has all the information that you and the client are both ever going to need, as far as details on what time you're going to be there, how much hours of services they're going to be getting, and deliverables. This ensures that you, the photographer, is protected and the policies are set in place for both you and the client. Number 3 is a very simple one, a place to show your clients your work. Now, Instagram is a good start, but ideally you would want to have something a little bit more professional, like a website, or if you're doing video, maybe Vimeo, or even go with a YouTube route and then just send them links to whatever they would like to see. Now, having a place where they can just go and look through all your work is a lot better than Instagram, because if you have a lot of work posted, then you have to kind of scroll, especially if you're not a niche photographer, meaning you don't do just one thing and you do a little bit of everything. It can be a little bit frustrating, and then you might lose out on a potential client. If you would like a more professional look to showing your work other than Instagram, then try out Adobe Portfolio. It should be free, so go check them out. At this point, you are halfway through the video, and if you haven't already subscribed, please make sure to do so. This really helps me out and tells the algorithm that, hey, I'm doing a good job. At least I think so. So go down there real quick and click the subscribe button. As creatives, some of us may have ADHD, but that is no excuse for you not to come home after any shoot and immediately backing up your files. Backing up your files is so important, because if anything was to happen in that time frame, even if it's 24 hours later that you decide to back up the files, anything can happen. And I talk from personal experience, it absolutely sucks when you have to pay hundreds of dollars to try to recover images. Apart from backing up your photos or videos, I highly recommend that you try to edit as much as possible and not put off editing for multiple reasons. One, you don't want to let edits accumulate, and if you get more clients and all you're doing is shooting and you're not really editing, then it's gonna be a really hard time keeping up with those edits and delivering to clients on time. To add to that, it's really nice when you're able to deliver your client's gallery at least a week ahead. So for example, if I was to tell my clients that they're gonna have a 2-week turnaround time and I deliver it within a week, that's amazing. They feel like I prioritize them and their photos, and guess what? The review is gonna be amazing. Why? Because they was expecting the photos to be delivered in 2 weeks and I delivered it in 1 week. Now, some things that I personally do to ensure that I am maximizing my efficient time is whenever I'm able to edit, even if it's a little bit, I would. So if I'm watching a movie or a TV show, I most likely use my laptop and edit at least 4 or 5 pictures. You'll be surprised how much time you can save by just doing that. The 6th tip I have for you as a entrepreneur photographer is to invest in camera gear properly. What I mean by this is, if there is a new flash that came out and let's just say it costs $200, You need to ask yourself the right questions. Is this flash going to either solve a problem or generate me more money? If the answer is no to either one of those, then maybe you should consider investing even half of that money into something else. For example, you know how great you can do with just $100 to advertise your business. You can get a lot of potential leads, and you could get that same money from one or two clients that you get from that ad, and then you could get your flash. So please, when you are thinking about camera gear, consider asking yourself those questions. Is it going to fix a problem, or is it honestly worth it? Is it doing something that your old previous flash cannot do? Finally, but not least, make sure that you are setting clear boundaries between you and your clients or any other colleagues, because texting at 1 a.m. about some photos or video or delivery time, it truly just sucks, especially when you're trying to either spend time with your family or you just want to take it down and you don't want to worry about business or photography. You just want the night to be the night, you know? So yeah, just set better boundaries. Now, if I'm being completely honest, and this is 100% authentic, I struggled with this video, and I really hope that you consider subscribing to the channel, because I have a literal script that I wrote for you guys, and a lot of it I didn't even follow, because it is actually very hard to remember things when you have a memory worse than Dory. So with that being said, I hope that you consider following. Comment down below any questions you may have about photography, videography, or content creation overall. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.